Hello and welcome to our Kindness Fair. My name is Sarah Bazemore. I am the school counseling specialist at the Virginia Department of Education, and I am so excited to have Donna Pitts with us right now. She is from Aquinton Elementary School, which is in King William County, and she is going to share with us about a lesson that she's doing with students that is proven to be really impactful. So I'm going to hand the floor over to you, Donna.
Hi, everyone. Kindness matters. When we're kind to others, it changes us and it also changes others. That's the whole point of kindness for January at Quentin Elementary School. Every year we focus on it. It's a big part of our character education program. And the lesson this month is going to focus on being kind and trying to change the world in a positive way. Um, as you all know, 2020 was a very difficult year for all, and we're sort of going into 2021 like that as well. Our world needs healing. It really does need healing. And through kindness, we can show compassion to others. We can show care. We can show that we have positive attitudes and that we're not going to be negative about things. And that we're just going to keep on keeping on and being the best people that we can be to ourselves and to others. So that's the whole focus. Are you going to go to slide 2? Right. Be the change you wish to the world to see. I'm doing all virtual lessons with the students at Aquinton Elementary this semester. I have a health issue that's keeping me from being into the classrooms. I'm trying to be positive about it, knowing that every time I have the students log on to the Google Meets, they're learning how to do the Google Meets and use the tools that may be necessary if our school goes virtual. Right now, we're hybrid. So I'm going to talk with all the students starting next week about being the change they wish to see the world, and that it's time for change. It's time for us to do some things to make some changes. All right, slide 3. Our discussion is going to be based around what kindness means to them. So we'll have some discussion about that, what it feels like to be kind, what it looks like to be kind things we can do for others. And part of the discussion when I talk with the students, I'm going to make sure that they understand that kindness is a gift that we can give to others. It's a gift that we can give to others every day, and it's a gift that we can give to ourselves. When we practice acts of kindness, we show how we can change our school, we can change our community, and we can change our world. So after I have the discussion with the students, we're going to move on to a resource teacher helping me out a little bit. The resource teacher is going to show this video that you see on this slide. It's called Kindness is Everything. There's a principal at a private school that sits down with the students in the school and just asks one question to the students. What does kindness mean to you? And the students come back and answer the question that he asked them, and the answers that they give are powerful. It's just amazing to see how students so young really have grasped the meaning of kindness and they know what it is. But knowing what it is and knowing how to exude that onto others is a little bit different. Sometimes we have to show the children by example, kind acts, and what it means to do kind things toward others. So when they get to art on the next slide, the art teacher's fabulous here. Her name is Ms. Larney. She has agreed to work on a poster, and I believe more so now that if the lesson has changed just a little bit, she may do a mural where each class that shows up to art will be asked, what essential workers during the pandemic have really had to just put themselves out there and be kind to us instead of staying home with their families and their children. A lot of essential workers are sleeping in garages and campers and doing all kinds of things. I hate to say this, but it gets a little emotional because, I have to. My daughter-in-law and my daughter are doctors. One's a pharmacist and one is a doctor, and they can't be there. I mean, they can't be there for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all those things. So I want these children to understand that there are sacrifices that have been made, and they're really big sacrifices that have been made during the pandemic. So I don't want them to just think about, the police officers and the medical professions, but I want them to think about the people that work at the bank that cash their parents' paychecks, and I want them to think about the people that have to work on the roads and things like that to make sure that we're safe and the potholes are filled and all of those types of things. So after the children, make the list, they're going to just thank those people on this mural. Um, the best part about the project here is that we are still social distancing and we can't be together as a large group, but in small pieces, it will all come together. At the end of it, we are going to actually make a video. Uh, part of the project as well this month is just me going around asking kids the same question that the assistant principal asked them in the video. What does kindness mean to you? And at the end, we'll just put the whole video together. We'll put it out to our school family because one of the big things here since we had a new administration come on board last year is that we're trying to build not only a sense of community here in our school, but a sense that we are family and families stick together in the good times and the bad. That's what we're trying to, we always say we are a family. We've even stopped saying the word community. So we're going to put it out to our school family, and then we're going to also put it out to our community on the Facebook page for them to see once it's all put together and done. So that's the project. I'm hoping it's going to be super powerful. Our kids here tend to think outside of the box. They are great thinkers. We push their limits with the questioning that we do in the classroom on lessons and things to try to take them to different levels. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the project.
I am excited as well. It sounds like such a fabulous idea and a great way for students to recognize people in their community that give back in all kinds of ways. And as a wife of a hospital employee right now, I understand how important it is for people to feel appreciated, and I know that that's gone a long way for my husband. The even the smallest of things that people have done to reach out and to make sure that he knows that he is appreciated and what he's doing has really helped. And it certainly has been a challenging time. So
right. In our December lesson with the students, I did a lesson about caring about others. We started September with grit, getting ready for school and academics and plugging on after the pandemic. Then in October we went to taking care of ourselves. We had a self-care lesson. But when we went on toward November and December, we started talking more about taking care of others. And I made sure in December that with Christmas and the whole gift giving that goes on then at Christmas time, that I made sure that the children knew that giving is not always about gifts. And then the sacrifices that people are having to make during the pandemic are more to do with time and missing families and not getting paychecks and things like that. That's a big difference. And so I asked the children over Christmas to please do something kind for somebody in their family that didn't involve giving a present. And so I can't wait, to next week when I start the lesson to ask them, what they did last month that was a gift to someone else that wasn't something that they had to purchase.
What a fabulous lesson to teach kids, because those are the gifts that really matter and make a difference in people's lives. So,
Right.
And I cannot wait to see. I hope you will share with me the final product of what this collaborative poster looks like, or mural, that you all are able to put together. And I'm sure that video is going to be extremely moving. And I love the simplicity of it. But it's empowering students and in giving them an opportunity to have a voice, which we know is just so very important.
Mm-hmm.
Did you also want to talk a little bit about, I love all this, that you gave students a list of professions to choose from. But I know that this is a book that you've used. Did you want to talk a little bit about that book as well?
I do. I love the book. Of course, Jacqueline Woodson wrote the book. It's a Newbery Prize winner book. There's a little girl named Chloe in the book. And she's just like a lot of other children that go to school. She has friends and she gets along well with others, but a little girl comes to school named Maya. And Maya's dressed different. She looks different. She doesn't have, very nice looking shoes. Her clothes are tattered. So based on her outward appearance, Chloe decides that she is just not going to befriend her. So every day on the playground, wherever they are, playground or in school, Chloe never ever once befriends her and treats her kindly at all. Then one day Chloe comes to school and Maya's not there. Maya's family has moved again. They've moved out of the area, so her seat is empty. And Chloe just really, starts to have some feelings about, I don't know where she is. I don't know where this girl is gone. Then the teacher stands up and does a lesson about kindness and talks to this class about um, what it means to be kind and lost opportunities, and how that sometimes second opportunities are only dreams that we have. We can't we can't bring second opportunities back sometimes. We can only dream about what it would be like to have a second opportunity to befriend someone, but sometimes we just can't bring that opportunity back. So Chloe ends up not feeling so great about the situation that that she's put herself in, that she's lost this opportunity to make a friend. I love the quote from Earhart. Amelia Earhart has a quote that says, "A single act of kindness is like a root, and roots spring up to make new trees." So I'm going to make sure I say that quote to the students when I do the lesson, that the roots of the trees grow new trees, and hopefully in healing our nation in 2021 on into 2022, that we will be the trees that are spring up all over our community, to make things better, that we won't give up those opportunities, that we'll put ourselves out there, put our best foot forward, and try to befriend people and be kind the first time that we meet them.
I love that. That's such an inspiring quote. And this is one of my go-to books. I have read this book with kindergartners and fifth graders and sixth graders when I was a middle school counselor. It is applicable to all ages. It's interesting to see what students get from it, and I think it's unique because it's not a happy book, right? I mean, it's about a missed
really not.
opportunity, and it for that reason, it's really I think it stands out to me as sort of a different approach to talking about kindness and helping students to recognize those social opportunities that sometimes we don't often think about those interactions as being kind or unkind, and being kind to everyone, and not having regret or missing opportunities to befriend somebody or be
Right. It also gives us an opportunity to talk about, when you're looking for friends or you're looking to make friends or to befriend people, that you need to be looking beyond the outside to the inside, looking to the heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's such a powerful read, and I know that a lot of teachers at my school ended up doing literacy units around it and some writing activities, and you can definitely take it in all different directions. So I appreciate you bringing that book to the surface. So if anyone isn't familiar with it, that they certainly check it out, because it is worthwhile.
And I'm hoping too, honestly, with the lesson, because one of the words that I used in one of my lessons previously in the year was the ripple effect, and we actually watched a little video about that. I'm hoping that some students going to bring that up. Miss Pitts, that's the ripple effect, being kind and this, that, and the other. So we'll just see what becomes of it.
Yep, I love it. And that's such a great, powerful visual for students to think about how their actions have a ripple effect, both negative actions as well as positive actions. They change the world around us. So we have to think about what we want our ripple to be. So thank you again, Donna. This is fantastic. I appreciate your willingness to share and be part of our resource fair.
All right, thank you.